Does this quadrant say anything to you? Do you know which side of the quadrant are you in? This video will teach you about the cash flow quadrant and how you can change your side of the quadrant to become financially free. People like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs and the author Robert Kiyosaki are a great example of the millionaires that have moved from one side to another. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another book summary. If this is your first time here and you're interested about financial education, click the subscribe button to learn more in a simple way. This video is divided into 4 different sections, which are: what is the cash flow quadrant, differences between each category, moving to the right side of the quadrant, and a summary. Without further ado, let's get started. What is the cash flow quadrant? The quadrant is a way to categorize people based on where their money comes from. E and S on the left side of the quadrant stand for employees and small businesses or self-employed. B and I on the right side of the quadrant stand for big business and investor. So if you work as an employee, you are on the top left side of the quadrant. You can also earn income from all different quadrants. Let's say you are a professional photographer. If you work for a news company as a photographer, you are an employee, so you go to the top left quadrant. If you start your own studio, you are self-employed and go to the bottom left corner. Taking photos to a news company could be your side hustle, while you also have your own big business in a totally different field like network marketing. And while you run your business and take photos, you can invest at the same time. So what are the differences between each category? Each category requires different skills and personality. To put it short, you can become financially free in all 4 of them, but the right side will make you free quicker. You can also be poor in all 4 categories. All 4 are also important. Every country needs these 4 types of people to work. Let's now take a closer look at all 4 categories, starting with E, employee. Employees are people that are looking for a safe, secure job. You can hear them say things like go to school, get good grades and find a steady paycheck. Their motivation for this is fear, they want to feel secure and they want to see it on paper. This kind of people could work anywhere from teachers to CEOs. The con in this category is that the more successful you are, the more you have to work. And the more money you make, the more taxes you pay. Let's now move on to S, small businesses or self-employed. People on this category want to do their own thing. They usually are perfectionists and don't want their income to depend on others. They are well educated and know how to control their fear. Money isn't the most important thing, freedom is more important. The con about this category is the same as with employees. The more successful you are, the more you have to work. And when you go to a vacation, your income also takes a vacation. The B category is the opposite of S. Big businesses surround themselves with smart people, delegate tasks, and have the technical skills needed to run a business. These skills are ability to read financial statements, marketing, sales, accounting, management, production, and negotiation. Bs build systems that work automatically. Bs use OPM and OPT, which stands for other people's money and other people's time. Having a system operated by other people means that you can take a long vacation and when you come back, the business has generated you income and is still operating normally. There are 3 kinds of big businesses. One being something you build yourself, second being franchises, and third is getting involved in network marketing. To build your own business, you should find a mentor that has already achieved what you want to achieve. Good thing about franchises is that they are proven systems. If you decide to get into network marketing, focus more on the education that the organization gives, then later focus on the product. People like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs are a good example of people in this category. Bill Gates moved from being self-employed to owning a huge business. The last category, investors, is the most important category in achieving financial freedom. No matter what category you are on at the moment, you should start making money work for you instead of you working your whole life for money. A lot of people are afraid to start investing because investing is risky. Robert Kiyosaki says that investing is not risky, being financially uneducated is risky. There are 5 different levels of investors. Level 1. The zero financial intelligence. This is where most people are. They earn a lot, but they spend even more. If you are on this level, the best investment for you is to get out of bad debt. Level 2. The savers are losers. These people think that investing is risky and they have no financial education. They save on bonds or their savings account because they don't want to lose any money. But in fact, they lose money all the time due to inflation. If you are on this level, educate yourself in investing with courses, for example. Level 3. I'm too busy. These people say that they are too busy to learn investing. They are usually highly educated with a successful career and a family. Because they don't have time to learn investing, they just hand their money to so-called experts and hope for returns. As Warren Buffett has said, Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls Royce to get advice from those who take the subway. If you are on this level, invest in educating yourself. Level 4. I'm a professional. These people are do-it-yourself kind of people. They usually are from S category or retirees. They have some financial education and they want to invest by themselves. Level 5. Capitalist. These people are the richest people in the world. They usually come from B category. They use other people's money to invest, they invest with a team and pay less taxes thanks to the power of corporations. Now that you know what level investor you are, you should try to aim for levels 4 or 5. People usually are interested in ROI, which means return on investments. Kiyosaki calls this return on information. You can have infinite return on levels 4 and 5. But how? This is because you can make money without money when you use other people's money. So that's it about the categories. How can you move to the right side? If you want to be rich and be on the right side of the quadrant, you have to change yourself. The book mentions formula be, do, have. Be who you are, to do things you must do, to have what you want. Kiyosaki recommends to read a book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Click the subscribe button for a future book summary about this book. There is a reason why the book is called Think and Grow Rich, not Work Hard and Grow Rich. Kiyosaki mentions 7 steps to be successful B and I. Step number 1. It's time to mind your own business. When you work for other people, you mind their business. In other words, you work to make them rich. Take action to mind your own business. Fill out your own personal financial statement and set the financial goals for the next 5 years and for the next year. Step number 2. Take control of your cash flow. Making more money won't make you rich, managing money makes you rich. Every liability you have is someone else's asset, so spending money on liabilities is making you poor and someone else rich. Start to pay yourself first. Step number 3. Know the difference between risk and risky. Investing isn't risky, lack of knowledge and formal financial training makes it risky. A lot of well-educated people put themselves to a financial risk because they lack financial intelligence. Learn more about investing and improve your financial literacy. Step number 4. Decide what kind of investor you want to be. As mentioned earlier, there are 5 different levels of investors. Try to aim for level 4 or level 5 by improving your knowledge. Being level 3 is like playing the lottery. You have no idea what you are doing, but you hope that so-called experts make you rich. Step number 5. Seek mentors. Find a mentor that has already achieved what you want to achieve. They know what is important and what isn't. Also, surround yourself with good role models. Write down the names of 6 people that you spend most of your time with. Now think about what side of quadrant are they in. Will this help you be who you want to be? Step number 6. Make disappointment your strength. Be prepared to be disappointed. When you are prepared, you can learn from it. A lot of people never go for their dreams because they don't know everything. You can't know everything if you don't start. Think about it this way. Would you stop walking on a street if the 3rd traffic lights are red? No, you would walk the green lights first and then stop for a second, and then continue moving. So do that with your business. Step number 7. The power of faith. The only person who determines the thoughts you choose to believe about you is you. Find a strong purpose. What do you want to do with your life? Stop thinking, I can't do that, or I don't have any money to invest. Instead think, how can I do that, and I will save money to start investing. When you believe in yourself, you start to take action. And that is the most important thing you can do. Take action. Let's now briefly summarize the video. The cash flow quadrant is a way to categorize people based on where their money comes from. These categories are E, employee, S, self-employed, B, big business, and I, investor. You should aim for the right side of the quadrant to achieve financial freedom the quickest. I is the most important category for your future. You want to make money work for you instead of you working for money. There are 5 different levels of investors. Aim for level 4, do-it-yourself investor, or level 5, capitalist. It is important to use OPM and OPT, other people's money and other people's time. To move to the right side of the quadrant, you have to change who you are. Did you know that most rich people think in a very similar way? If you want to know more, watch my other book summary, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. It shows you 17 wealth files that you have to change to become rich. You can find the summary at the end of this video or by clicking the link in the top right corner. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave a like if you find this video helpful and comment down what you think. Subscribe if you want to improve your financial knowledge. I make 2 videos every week that help you reach financial freedom. Have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video.